I'd like to talk for a moment on sperm, because sperm is an alien to a woman's body, and when sperm enters woman's body, her immune system rises to attack. But when sperm goes through the prostate gland of a man, it takes on an immune suppressant property. So when woman's immune system rises to attack, the immune suppressant property of sperm knocks back her immune system and sperm gets through, otherwise none of us would be here. Now, woman's body has memory, and every time her husband's sperm enters her, she sees familiarity, and the immune system rises and goes, oh, it's just husband, we'll just stand back. And sperm enters. But can you imagine how dangerous it is if a woman has multiple partners? You can imagine how dangerous it is in the area of anal sex, how it can just wipe out that immune system. What's a pap smear? A pap smear is a little scrape or a little nick taken out of the cervix. Let's say a woman has a pap smear. That night she is intimate with her husband. Her immune system is trying to heal that, but in the presence of sperm, what does her immune system have to do? Stand back. Let's say it happens before she goes to sleep that night. And so the immune system can't deal with it even all night. And in the morning, gravity causes the sperm to come away. Let's say she's a very sexually active woman, and this is happening 2 nights out of 3. 6 months later, she has another pap smear. They just so happen to take it on the same spot. What's the result? Abnormal cells. What caused the abnormal cells? The first pap smear that was never allowed to heal. Women should be told that for 4 weeks after a pap smear not to allow sperm to enter her. Would it take 4 weeks? Not in a healthy woman. But there are some women that go to bed too late, that don't exercise, don't drink enough water, live on too much coffee, are eating devitalised food. It would take 4 weeks in that woman. In a healthy woman, it should be healed in about 10 days. One lady said, my husband can't wait 4 weeks. I said, well, he needs to wear a condom, but that sperm must not enter until that cervix is healed. So let's have a look now at what's causing the imbalance. Because, as we've looked at, Newton's third law of motion, to every action there is an equal and an opposite reaction. There is a reason for the imbalance that we are seeing. And the main cause of the imbalance, one of the main causes, is the contraceptive pill. 1957, the first contraceptive pill was introduced to women. 1960s is called the sexual revolution. Women wanted to be able to have sex without falling pregnant, so they were given the pill. But one writer in Australia, she calls it the mass murder of millions of women. Men and women have, are, and will continue to pay a very high price for this so-called sexual freedom. What is the pill? What does it do? The pharmaceutical companies grow acres and acres of Mexican wild yam. Now that Mexican wild yam contains a plant chemical called diosgenin. And in a laboratory, diosgenin can be converted into progesterone. Pharmaceutical company can't patent that. It's like they can't patent sodium bicarb either, because you can't patent something that's already there. So what they do is they add a few more atoms and come up with a synthetic progesterone. They add a few more atoms and they come up with a synthetic estrogen. You see, in the 80s, the pill contained pure estrogen. And they quickly acknowledged that that pure estrogen was feeding cancer. So every pill today has to contain the synthetic estrogen and the synthetic progesterone. Has that fixed everything? No. Because it's progestin or progestone, and it blocks your progesterone receptor sites. It really hasn't fixed anything. But when the woman takes the pill, it's fed into that biochemical pathway that your body uses to make its own hormones, and it causes a disruption, and the body says, must be pregnant. So it stops releasing the egg, so the woman doesn't fall pregnant. So for 3 weeks she takes the pill, and then for 1 week she stops and takes a sugar pill, and the body goes, oh, mustn't be pregnant, choke and bleed. After a week, back on the hormones, oh, must be pregnant. Can you see this imbalance that's starting to happen?